name is Darren Moore, former professional football player. I played for 8 different clubs over a career spanning over 20 years. Now a professional coach, working back here at West Bromwich Albion Football Club. I've always said to myself that I had to do something else, and that came into effect probably around about when I was 28, 29. That started coming in because I thought to myself, right, the football's not going to go on forever. I'm an individual what wants to learn, wants to continue developing and learning, and that's why I went and did the on-board course.
The Effective Board Member Programme is a series of programmes aimed at directors, non-executives or people who want to get themselves onto boards. And what it does is improve their skills, improves their knowledge and improves their understanding of what it's like to be an effective board member. On the board was developed because we know that in sports, a lot of people, when they've done their career, and there's lots of things they need to do afterwards, but there isn't as many jobs as they would like in coaching, in things related to football, so it leaves a gap for them. So what we thought was, how could we use the skills that they've already got, transferable skills from sport, and use that to the benefit of a voluntary organisation, for example. So the idea was, let's get some of these people who have already got the skills, the determination, and quite sharp really, and develop them with some corporate governance knowledge, and then they become effective board members. The programme is very comprehensive. It's split into 6 modules over 6 months, and participants spend half a day a month with us. They get homework in between to practice the things they've learned. They have tutors coming from various disciplines, and we use that programme to make sure that they're able to do it in the right period of time.
1 day a week in the month. So with that, you'd think, well, how are you going to gain much knowledge? So you have to do your work, do your reading, and you'd have to do it really to gain some sort of understanding with the course. So you've got to put the work in. So you'd have to set time aside in the week. And what I would say is the more you read, the more that you try and do the homework what's set for you, the better you'll become equipped in doing it. Really, really delighted at Kaleidoscope that they've given me the opportunity to come in and be a trustee there.
I think it's really important that boards are diverse. A lot of our trustees have come from formal sort of business backgrounds and organisation backgrounds, whereas he's very different, so he brings a different perspective to the board, which is really good. He's not scared in coming forwards. He will ask the questions, which I think is really, really important. I think the course has sort of given him the confidence to be able to do that. I think Darren brings that quality that he can see it from grassroots level, he can see it from the end user level, he can see it from a perspective of just, you know, yes, he's got this high profile and yes, he's got this the background in the sporting field, but he can see it as a genuine, general person, which I think is really important.
The skills that footballers have, and other athletes actually, is just that discipline. They've had to be tremendously disciplined for a long period of their lives and their careers, and they're really good team players and good leaders as well, because they've had to do that in their sporting field. But a lot of them have also got really good ambassadorial experience, very good with the media, very good with the articulation, very good with getting the point across, so make really good ambassadors for any organisation. And then they also are able to bring the grassroots to the boardroom table. They've normally got very, very good interaction with their fans, with their playing base, because they've had to over the years and understand and appreciate the grassroots or beneficiaries of an organisation.
On board opens, there's so many different areas and something for everybody on it really, whether you're completely away from football or whether you're in the game in some sort of capacity. And that's what I liked about it as well, because everybody could get something out of the room, and the skill sets and the wider range of people that's in the room. Sport on board seems to hit the targets what they've got in mind in terms of what they want to get out of the course, so really exceptional.
The biggest feedback that we've had so far about the people who've been on the programme is their professionalism, to be fair. They are prompt, coming to meetings on time, they've read their board papers, and they understand and contribute based on the agenda. So one of the things that people have said to me, these people really understand what it means to be a board member, and that professionalism has come across straight away. The other thing the footballers have been able to do a couple of times now is use their contacts and networks to help the organisation with events outside of the normal board meeting, and I found that their networks that they've brought has been really useful.
he will ask the questions, and he will ask those difficult questions, which is really important to me as the chief executive, because I don't want people just sitting there saying, yeah, Monica, that's what we should do. I want to be challenged. I want to know that actually there might be a different way of doing things, or there might be a different avenue to explore that I haven't necessarily considered.
And listen, anybody looking in, every single one of you now, all your CVs are in, all the information's in, and all the companies out there know exactly who's on board the course. So just like how I was headhunted, the candidates will be headhunted as well. So be prepared that when you do learn all the skills, what it takes to be a non-exec or a director or a trustee, when you learn all those skill sets, be prepared that there may well be a company that's looking for and wishing to obtain your services. So be prepared that as you've learned what you've learned, that the doorway could open for you to step right in and start implementing and putting into action what you've learned.